I want to take you through the Pledge of Allegiance. Uh, I'm a Christian pastor. I just want you to understand that. So I'm not anti, religion because I'm a pastor, but I'm anti nonsense. Okay, and I'm going to get a lot of papers where they're going to tell me about how the Pledge of Allegiance says one nation under God. And so we're based, our Constitution and our country is based on the Bible. No, it's not. It's based on J.J. Rousseau and European liberalism. That's what it's based on. Okay? In fact, the guys that founded our nation were deists. They didn't even believe that God in any way had anything to do with human society. Okay? And many of them were even worse than deists. All right? So to say that though our founding fathers were such holy and righteous men and stuff like that, George Washington would never take communion. Whenever they had communion, his wife was a Catholic, and when they took communion, he would walk out to church. He just went there because his wife wanted him to come with her, but he would never, So these guys were not the kind of evangelical Christians that we are today. And let me show you how this is an example of that. And so I want to give you a brief history of the Pledge of Allegiance. All right. The original pledge was created in 1892. That's long after the forming of our country. Our country was formed in 1776, and then the Constitution was several years later. Okay. So here's what the pledge started as. I pledge allegiance to my flag and the republic for which it stands, one nation indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You notice something missing? Yeah, it's not there. All right. All right. I think a little bit later, not sure when that was, in October 11, 1892, they did some revision in terms of their grammar and added the word to. I pledge allegiance to my flag and to the republic for which it stands, and so on. That's 1892. Still hasn't changed. In June 14th, we're now in the 20th century. And here's the change that they made here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do you notice something missing? Still not there. All right. And that's June 14th, 1923. Here's the next year. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. They added that the following year. Notice, and we're still in the 20th century, no under God. Okay? So this allegiance has changed on the basis of grammar and just making it more clear. And the next few changes are on the basis of politics, where you had a religious bloc pressing Congress to make changes to this. Okay? It had nothing to do with our founding fathers and the basis of our country. Okay? That's when it changed in 1954 during the communist scare. What was his name? The guy that had in Congress that was making everybody, blacklisting everybody, McCarthy. During that period where there was a big communist scare and the huge religious bloc pushed Congress to go ahead and add that to it. It has nothing to do with the founding of our country. It's a political change because these guys wanted to do that. And that does not have anything to do with the founding of our country. Our country was built on religious freedom and also the freedom to not be religious. Okay? We're not a Christian nation at all. The reason why that's good for me is that nobody's going to bother me about my religion, whatever my religion is, or if I choose not to have a religion. I believe that freedom of religion is more important than having a country that's based on religion. If you do your history during Europe's most volatile region during the Dark Ages, the kings decided what religion the whole country had. And if you were in any way not part of that religion, that's called absolutist government. If you were not part of that religion, you better move out, because we're going to find you and put you in jail. Because the king has decreed that we are no longer, we are whatever religion the king is. You ever heard of Bloody Mary? You know why she was bloody? She killed everyone that wasn't a part of her religion. That's why they called her Bloody Mary.